Honesty to me is when you're accepting yourself just the way you are. The good things about honesty is that once you tell the truth, you can be trusted. To be trusted by your parents, coaches, teachers, and friends is a good thing.
What honesty means to me is if you are true to yourself, great things will come to you. Being honest gives you the power from the heart. Honesty is so powerful that it can fix broken hearts. Being honest makes you a life full of hope, family, friends, and joy. My friend Andrea, she's always honest to me and herself. When something is wrong or if she did something, she would tell me or someone else what happened. In my eyes, Andrea is an award winner.
Honesty to me is to accept yourself for who you really are. When you speak, you should always try to speak the truth. Be honest. Be honest with yourself and others. To be honest, to me, is to admit the truth, speak from the heart, and don't lie, and others will trust you. If people accept you for who you are, you might accept them for who they are and trust them for who they really are.
Honesty to me means that you are speaking from your heart to a friend when they need help and the truth about things they are having a hard time in life.
To be honest about yourself is to do what is right for yourself in every moment. Innocence, curiosity, and openness will keep you and me honest. Be honest with yourself and as well as with others. Honesty comes when you learn to be fearless with yourself. See and accept yourself for who you are. Be yourself, accept yourself, and accept your gift.
The best thing about telling the truth is that you don't have to remember what you said. When you tell a lie, you have to remember what you said so you don't get in trouble.
Honesty to me is accepting yourself and accepting others for who they are, no matter what. For example, when I was younger, I moved from school to school. So that meant I got picked on a lot. Saying mean stuff, rude remarks. They usually talked about me and made me feel, sad. So what I said, I was true to myself, and I said, I don't care what they say. I'm just me.
I saw an envelope on the side of the road and no one was around, so I walked over and picked the envelope up. There was $50 in Walmart gift cards, so I took the cards home. A couple of days later, I wanted to spend them, but I put up a poster saying, "Found 2 gift cards for Walmart with $50. Some people stopped by, and I asked them a couple of questions. And the last person got all the answers right. The person was happy to get the cards back, and I was happy to do the honest thing.
One time I broke my paintball gun, and I dropped it. And I didn't want to tell nobody, so I took off the canister and some air came out. And then it wouldn't shoot anymore because there was some air out of it and there was a paintball in there, and I didn't want to tell nobody. So my dad came outside and he just got mad. And after that I said sorry and he bought me a new one, and after that I just sold it.
I once lied to my cousin and said I won $5,000 and spent it all and bought a new scooter. He said I could have bought him the scooter he's always wanted. Then he scooted home crying.
I walked to his house thinking of ways to apologize. When I finally got to his house, my grandma was on the front porch waiting for me. I got frightened, then I told her what happened. She sent me inside to apologize. I did, and made my cousin feel good. Being honest helped me because if I didn't tell my grandma the truth, she wouldn't believe me, and my cousin would hate me, and if I tried to tell him the truth, he wouldn't believe me. That's how honesty can change your life. Yeah.
One time I was in dire need of some paper, so I sneaked into my Gram's room and took some without asking. Later that day, my Gram started asking me all sorts of questions I didn't know how to answer. Then I knew I had to admit it. I said, "It was me." I felt bad for stealing paper. You should always be honest.
A time I was not honest was when my little brother asked me to buy everything for him on TV, but I don't really give him anything he wants.
My most embarrassing moment was when I invited Kobe to my house and my dog was hungry. So I went to the fridge and got him some cheese and I put it in front of him, and I was sitting on a couch and I smelled something really bad. Kobe was at the door, so I walked to the door and I seen a big bunch of cheese on the ground and my dog pooped it all out. Taylor was walking down the hallway, and I said, "Close the door and put something on the window. Well, I got something to clean it." My dog tried to get up, but every time he tried to get up, he hurt himself. Each time he barked, he squealed. So I went outside and told Kobe to leave. And then I went back inside, and I opened all the windows and doors, and it took about 5 minutes to get all the smell, and Kobe could still smell it when he was at the laneway. And honestly, that was so embarrassing.
One day my sisters were looking around in the presents to see what we got. And when my mom and dad left, they were looking around in it and opening the little tape part and trying to rewrap the top part of it to see what they got. And some of them got what they wanted, but then when they came back, they just sat on the couch and watched TV. But when they started calling me names on one day when my mom still worked here, I just told my mom, and she grounded them for probably about 2 to 3 days without watching TV.
I was embarrassed when I had a friend over to watch smoke signals. He used the bathroom, and after it stunk, my dad used half a bottle for Febreze, and he told him to come here and he sprayed him. I was embarrassed for having him over.
One time I took $5 out of my dad's wallet. Then I went to the store with my friend to spend it on candy. The next day I just had to tell him because the guilt was killing me. I didn't get in trouble because I was honest.
To be honest, I gotta share something with you. I got embarrassed a lot from gas. It's so stinky that it's funny. Another time I went to John's restaurant with my family. It was crowded. I finished my food and dropped $5 on the ground. I bent down to pick up the money and I let it rip again. I was so embarrassed. Everyone in the restaurant heard me. My family laughed and everyone in the restaurant looked at me. A couple of days later, my cousin and I went into Two Eagles and we bought chips and ice cream. At the checkout, we looked for our wallets, but we couldn't find them. We looked down and both of our wallets were on the ground.
We bent down to pick up our wallets. We both let it rip. We quickly got our stuff and left before everyone knew it was us. Honest, this was so embarrassing.
One time, I was so embarrassed. I put mud in a box for April Fool's Day. When I walked, someone opened the box. I ran to push the person's head in the mud, and the person put the box in front of my face, and I got fooled by the person. Honestly, I was embarrassed.
When ZB was sleeping over at my house, he got my little sister's nail polish and painted my nails while I was sleeping. Then the next day, my dad noticed the nail polish. Honestly, I was so embarrassed, I told him it was me. So I told my dad the truth about the nail polish. I said that it was ZB who painted my nail polish, and it was strong smelling. Real bad.
When I was about 13 years old, I was babysitting some kids for a family who lived just down the road from us. After the kids all went to bed, I fell asleep on their couch. And when the parents came home, they couldn't even wake me up. And they had to drive back to my house to get my mom to come and get me. I didn't even remember any of this the next day. After that, when anyone asked me to babysit, I had to explain that I couldn't stay up very late. How wimpy is that? Honestly, I was so embarrassed.